location at the Frog and Diamond Hobbyworks. This is our Christmas extravaganza show. So let's go in and see what's there.
Well, Peter, what time it is?
It's train time.
Episode 57.
On location.
Yes, in December 2024.
Yes.
The Christmas extravaganza for the Frog and Diamond.
Diamond with Tony.
Yeah, so we can see the hobby shop,
Get some
as it
ideas
is.
for Christmas.
Yes, a lot of idea for Christmas.
Yeah.
And in this show, well, we got the store in here. We'll have a view about their new clubs.
Yes.
Right, on the basement of the hobby shop.
Basement, that's right.
Yeah, we got the photo of the month.
Photo of the month, yes.
And a little Christmas poem
Yes,
about
yes.
Once Upon a Train Time.
That's right.
So let's go to the Frog and Diamond with Tony and see what's happening in that
what's
hobby
there for
shop.
Christmas.
So yeah, so if I find out people, especially if they're new, they like HO, I kind of show them at the end this area, because this is a very nice locomotives with sound usually, and they're Canadian. The Canadian ones, they sell, so I bring them in. Ontario Northland just came in. You've got some Can-Do in the back there.
I have the Can-Do in my collection in both NCL and HO.
There you go. I have seen the
have-
Can-Do in N, and yeah.
I have Ontario Northland in my collection as well as mostly CP. But yeah,
We have the Hudsons right now. We've got 2 Hudsons left.
okay.
And of course the Empress Hudson here too. So that's the one that actually came through Winnipeg just recently, the 2816.
I have a Heritage version, 99 conversion,
Yeah.
and it's the same number that came through Winnipeg.
Oh really?
Yeah.
there is another Heritage one coming too. I think you ordered it. The one with the
Fire.
the Spitfire lines on it. So the D-Day one. So that's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Yes.
But these are beautiful locomotives. People like them. I would run them too. The Walters ones here are different maker, but these are more. They have good sound. Yes, you sound. They're reliable, and they're a little bit more like value. There's a lot more value to this. A little bit less expensive than those, but they do everything that these do. They just don't have all the gravity. So people like these too, for sure. That's the HO area.
So with these, would you say that the Walters are more for beginners than what these are, or
I would say that these ones are for people who are just wetting the whistle with sound, and they want to make sure that before they make a $500 investment, if they like the sound and how they make it work with DCC, I would definitely not discourage them from these, but I would encourage them to consider these. And if they're not really into the detail, because these are like highly detailed, that's why they're a bit more costly.
Yeah.
These are definitely something that I would encourage people. If they want to start with DCC sound, that's for sure.
Good. Good.
And then just got this guy in today, a giant. Yeah, that one just came in today. And we have this is the Kato unit track. This is downstairs. I have my layout from my basement. My wife's basement came here. So it's all this kind of track. It's thrilled that it's not at our basement anymore. I like showing this because people want to get started right away in the track lane. This is the 60 per day. Very reliable. A little bit
Easy to work.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, expensive, but it's definitely high quality. It's made to come apart the back of the other. That's what people kind of get into. That's what looking downstairs to see looks beautiful. And all here, these are all the new cars again. You see what's out there, and I know what people like. Or doing it. And this is for our UPS guy. He's going to come and pick this up. Because he shows up even though it's snowing, thank you. And you guys get all your stuff. Yeah, so he doesn't know, don't tell him. It's the secret.
I think you got Thomas the Tank Engine and his buddies as
Yes, I had more, but somebody from Ontario phoned me and I gave him a list of what I had and he took it all.
well.
So yeah, that's good. My catchment is very large here in Minnesota. From North Dakota people, I get people from Minnesota, of course. There is a train to Minnesota. but I get in Northern Ontario for sure, and we get Saskatchewan, Alberta, we get Northern Manitoba and Western Manitoba.
So you're covering a large
Yeah,
area.
a lot of people come here. I'm surprised and always ask them if they're new where you come from. And there's a lot of people here. They're just vacations from beautiful and beautiful. It's not look nice one.
And I see you also got the Thomas.
I got these two sets here. This one is a Christmas themed one, and this is the one that says, see you around. I have this one priced so that people aren't too put off by the price. It's really priced for me, right? And I like that. It's an introduction to things. They like this. They like other stuff. I hope. Yeah. And then these ones just came in. Can I show you these?
Yeah, sure.
These ones are the Siemens charger. You know this charger? I got this charger in Boston.
Okay.
With the brand new locomotive on it. This is the car that came.
This
the
is
cars.
the Via Rail.
Yeah, the Via Rail one. These are the cars that just came in. I just sold the locomotive, and now the guy that bought the locomotive, I'm telling him, hey, these cars are in now. So let's see if he picks them up.
If he becomes that.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. Okay, ultimately there is lots more. You can see the brands I have. There are lots of different brands. Yeah. And he was popular here. Walters was popular here. These are some former O'Hara ones. Okay. So they converted them a little bit longer, nice, no more rivets for pivoting. Okay. So that's nice long straight. Yeah. This is the Code 83 side. This is the Code 100 side here. Okay. Yeah, we talk about the flex back. Kit for building. When I started modeling, a lot of people when they started, this is what you had for building a building. You had to build a kit. Right. These aren't as popular as they used to be. People do pick them up, but I'm realizing that times have changed now, and they like the pre-built stuff too. So I bring that in as well. We still have the DPM stuff for building, the little sections, and of course we have all this Walter stuff here, for sure. And they have great selection. No way you can have everything that they have. Yeah. So everybody, I'm always cross my fingers and they say, "Do you have this?" Sometimes I do. I'm thrilled when I do. But sometimes I have to order it, and I can get it in 10 days. So that's fast.
This is the pre-built.
These are the pre-built ones. These are really, really mignon. They're very cute. Here it is. See that. That's a older time beat up barn. Isn't it nice? People like it, and it's lit too. It's always lit. Okay. Yeah, and it goes with that dust plug system you're talking about. Yeah. So, and I bring more and more of these in.
You find that the ready built ones for younger people or?
The kids still like the ones that are built up like this, but they like those. Okay. These ones are kind of beyond their means right now. Yeah. The older generation, like you, old, right? Yeah. They like these too. They're like, wow, this all detailed, ready to go, and it's lit. Yeah. Right. So they like that.
Okay. We're now in front of your evergreen
the tree,
plastics.
the evergreen tree. When I first started this store, this is the first thing I brought in, because I knew that Toad Hall had this, and as a modeler as well, I needed this, and I was so happy that they had that. So this is the first thing I brought in. This place is bare, I had this.
You had the
Yeah, and people love it. They're so because they don't kind of see it the way they do. They come around the corner, they're just thrilled because there's lots of scratch builders out there still.
Right. So this
You know.
this is ideal for scratch builders or kit bashers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got all kinds of
I try to have it always full.
full. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my goal, and I'm one short, so that's not bad. Yeah, and people are always picking up plastic, so
Yes,
for something
yeah.
or another, so that makes me happy.
Well,
I'm glad they like
I
it.
know our friend Joe behind the camera. He's
Yeah.
he's a scratch builder.
Yeah.
He's,
He kit bashes too, doesn't he?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can take these kits and bash it. You'll see downstairs, I made this Union Station look like the CN station at the Union Station on Main Street. I even put the dome on, I got the gargoyles, you'll see.
Joe did the CN station when we still had the soccer train club.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. So now it's on his layout.
Okay, good. I was thinking someone else must have made one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here we are. Okay, so that's all my buildings, and this what everybody really likes down there.
Yeah.
All these boxes full of detritus.
Oh, okay.
It's my $1 box and my $5 boxes.
Okay.
People love this stuff. You know, the bits and pieces that I don't know what to do with, I put in here, and people sort out the boxes.
Yep.
Broken buildings, missing chimneys, railings. They can find it here, and they're like lighting. I don't know what to do with, and they love it. They love it.
Well, a lot of these broken buildings are good for like doing on backdrops and stuff.
Yeah.
You only need the facade of the building.
I had somebody pick up a building, for $1, but he liked the roof, so he's going to take the roof.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't know what to do with these, but it's very popular. They pull up a chair and then they dig through there like a raccoon.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's good. Now we're gonna.
So now we're getting into.
This is my wall that I have used stuff.
Okay.
This is where people end up spending a lot of time, and the locomotives are here. I have them set up a little high because I'm 6'5", and I realize maybe I should have them lower, but I help anybody who needs to help. But we have all kinds here. I got brass used locomotives. I got people that built these themselves. These are like custom made. And I have the Decoders. These are used too. But you can see the lineup here. I have all kinds. I got Bachmann, Tyco, and I also have Cato. I have a wide range of used locomotives. And people like that too, because I do the decoders, and I'll put sound in anything you want. I'll fix it. And my mantra here is I get people to run their trains. Yes. So if they have something that's broken, if they're not running their train because this is broken, I'll fix it. And it's fun. I like that. It's my favorite part. Don't tell anybody, but I like to do that.
Well, you've done some decoders for me. So
Oh yeah. I've done great decoders for you with sound and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have a few things here. This is Gary got me this to sell. It's a beautiful GG1. I love the GG1. It's a beautiful locomotive. This one is a consignment piece. I don't have a lot of consignment stuff. Pretty much this is it. Everything else I buy from people. Okay. Just to save me all the drama.
Yep.
These are also consignment.
Okay.
I can't afford to buy these beautiful brass. They're painted, ready to go. But the brass, people aren't buying brass anymore. They're beautiful. They're absolutely specific to the locomotive itself. All the parts were supposed to look like that, but they don't buy it. Maybe because it's expensive, I don't know. But they're beautiful and they run really nice. I got them to run really smooth. And then ultimately, we have different levels. We have the kits, the kits are down there. Nobody builds kits anymore. Mm-hmm. Okay, one person does, Mel does. And then we have, the Tyco stuff and the Bachmann stuff. And people like the horn hook coupler stuff, so I keep that.
Okay.
Okay. And then I guess we should talk about my brother-in-law's stuff, Walter. He has flight deck models. That's his business. And I gave him some space. Okay. So he took a lot of space. But airplanes are very popular too.
Yeah.
They're not as popular as locomotives, but they're still popular.
But that means you're very versatile here too.
And people say, do you just have trains? And I can say, well, I also have airplanes. And there's some airplane people out there. Some of the railway guys, they like planes as well. So there is definitely an overlap.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's beautiful stuff. He has passenger stuff. No, wait. They call it commercial and military.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all kinds. Right now he's having a sale on the 747s.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
so he's promoting that on his website,
Okay.
flightdeckmodels.com.
Okay.
And at the end here, I have, these are cases that I rent out. This is one person, this is one person, and they put in their stuff here and I sell it for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so ultimately, yeah, it works out really good. There's all different variety of stuff, not necessarily just trains. And you know, if people don't like trains necessarily, and there's other stuff here, we have Hot Wheels. So it does help out, you know, diversify a little bit.
Yep.
This is where the used buildings are here.
Okay.
And people like these, you know, they're like $5, $4. And these are buildings that cost a lot out of the kit, but they're already made.
Okay.
So we have a lot of people that want, like even those miniature people, they like that stuff.
Okay.
And ultimately, let's talk about this. This is a spray booth. So if you ever want to come in the wintertime, especially because you can't go outside, you can come and spray your stuff here. It vents right outside. And it's, I've done a couple of custom locomotives and I've done it in here. It works. So if you want to rent that out, give me a call, whatever, and we can set up your time and you can do that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then, oh, I should talk about, people came in looking for plastic kits when I first started. I didn't have any airplanes and model cars, but these are popular, so I bring them in and I sell those too. I listen. People say, can you bring in this? And I do. And then I sell it. It's like, well, that's the purpose of the store. Yeah, so that's what I have right now. I don't have a lot. Like, I'm not like other stores that way, but
You're mostly
mostly trains. I kind of focus. We need a train store in the city.
Oh, yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, remember I showed you those dollar boxes over there? All the this is the dollar box stuff for the track.
Oh, okay.
So little pieces of brass that people, they still like the brass.
Mm-hmm.
So I sell them the brass. You know, $1 here, $1 there, turn out for $5. And it keeps the railroad going.
Yes.
That's right.
Absolutely. Behind the counter, we've got a selection of decoders and other accessories.
All kinds. I try to support ESU, TCS, there's lots of them.
Yeah.
Soundtracks, Digitracks is very popular here. I have the LEDs, I have the capacitors, the keep alive stuff. I have the fancy lights, I have the connections, I try to have everything. The Digitracks, all the modules they have, I have lots of them. There's lots of those, but I have lots of those too. And like I said, if I don't have it, I can get in within 8 days,
Yeah.
8 to 10 days.
Well, the Keep Alive you installed in a couple of my locomotives.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's the way to go for sure.
really, really.
Well,
works
Rapido has their Keep Alive Mo Power coming out now, and that does make a difference. Yeah, I don't know why they don't do it automatically, but they are starting to now. And of course, we have what every train store has, KD couplers, and we got the tools for the couplers and the lubrications and you know the gauges. I got all that stuff here. So, and if there's anything you want,
washers, tools.
I know what I have an idea what people like because this is what I like because I'm a modeler too. It makes a difference. If you know what you need, then you can bring it into the store. And I do listen to people's suggestions. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
I've noticed that too.
And you've been in operation for how long?
Yeah, it's just 2 years.
Just over 2 years.
Yeah, I packed the store. Yeah, for sure. That's what I want, right? I want to come in and go, wow, look at all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be different all the time. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, 2 years. We just celebrated on Frog and Diamond Day 2, the sequel. and we had a big sale then, and I expect it's very popular. People just, I'm holding them back at the store. Rolling Thunder. So that's N scale Broadway Limited with Rolling Thunder. That's a startup sequence too. This was a fantasy scheme. CN hasn't done this color yet, their heritage green. But they will. That's what I say.
I have some CN locomotives in the
Yeah. So this is a modern one?
yeah.
So that Rolling Thunder gives it an extra sense of largesse. People point out to me that yeah, it's got exhaust. People say, well, the G-Holes shouldn't have exhaust coming off, so they're very clean. I'm like, okay. I'll take it off the Rolling Thunder. And just by itself, it sounds good. Let's get there. I'm gonna shut down. Pretty fancy, eh?
Yes.
Downstairs, plug and find only at
Big city rail joint.
the club in the basement. And what's the membership?
We do $50 a year, and if you want to rent a locker, it's $10. So you can bring your trains here. Instead of how you take them home, put them in the locker, bring your own lock. So that's what it is right now. If you want a family membership, it's $60 a year, and if you want a locker, yeah. So we have another club here. This is the Manitoba T-Track Club.
Okay.
So they rent from me, and they have these nice little N scale modules.
Oh, yeah.
They're specific sizes, and they use Tato unit track, at least to connect. And they have all these different varieties here. It's actually quite interesting. You know, a lot of people, there's like the exotic things you can do with it, because they don't necessarily have to connect theme-wise together because we have snow on this side, right next to Jan's agent.
Okay.
But if you have a small place, this is ideal to do your modeling, even if you want to practice.
Mhm.
And you can come and connect your modules to this, and they'll all run together.
Okay.
So they have their own. They have Mantle to track. They get that they have their own club membership too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what this schedule is like, but you come here to do Mantle.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's some really nice stuff here. They pride themselves on how you can really do a lot in a small space, right? And this is the end scale layout that I bought because it was available and I needed to fill the space. This is almost complete. This is Nipawa that somebody built. I wish I know who built it because it's absolutely spectacular. They use code 55 track here, so it's nice and fine. It's you know, eco track, people turnouts. They ballast most of it, and it's got a big yard. And you have to see the trestle here at the end. And these are actually prototypical. This is how they look in Newport. Absolutely beautiful. So people have an idea what they can build with N scale, right? And it runs. This is DCC.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a way to convert it to DC, but I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so when they have the beautiful trestle there, and then people are inspired and like, oh, I can do this, right?
Nice.
So I really like this one. Yeah.
This is really something.
Isn't that nice?
I mean, this trestle is a centerpiece. I mean,
Yeah.
it's-
This is the bone of contention. This was in my wife's basement, not my wife's basement. She told me, "No, you can do whatever you want to the basement." So I put this in here, but in there, and then I had to bring it here when I opened the store. So she's thrilled that she has her basement there. But this is Cato unit track, but HO scale. Okay.
Okay.
And this is all at my house. We had to bring it here. It's not meant to move, but we moved it. It was 52 inches at my house because I'm tall, but we brought it down to about 41. A little bit more manageable. It's about the right height. I don't have any buildings. They're all at home still. But this is all functioning as DCC.
Okay.
And here's the Union Station.
There it is.
I built this.
Yeah.
I changed the face on the Union Station they have in the kit I was showing you. I even got the dome here, and I got the gargoyles on top. Not glued down yet, but I
Okay.
thought I'd make it, and I spent a lot of time with it, and then I had to bring it. So you see, I did the passenger station part there too, the shed.
Yeah.
You can see that some of I had ballasted the Cato unit track too, because you can. But all this is functional. It's on a 22-inch radius here, and goes around, and that's supposed to be the forks over there with the pea vine yard. That's supposed to be, didn't make it, but it's supposed to be the Mission Street Bridge over top of the CN line, goes over top of the CP line.
Okay.
So that's what I did here. And it's functional. We have people coming running the trains already down here. But I'm hoping that they're going to come and do the modeling part of it. It needs scenery.
Yeah.
When I left at home, there was a lot of this doing this. Able right now the track is a little bit off a little bit crooked here and there, but I got it to work, so it's fun. It's good. So people come here and run their trains.
Oh, even the backside you've got.
Yeah, that was definitely that was a coup for me. I really like doing that.
Yeah.
You know, with the
What,
there's a lot of pictures.
What days of the week or is the club operation?
I just tell people to come when I'm open, which is almost all the time.
Okay.
So I'm open 10 till 8 p.m. on Mondays. And on Tuesdays to Saturday, I'm 10 to 5. And on Sunday, I'm 12. So anytime that I'm open, they come. I usually have somebody coming here Monday night, you know, from 6 to 8, 5 to 8. He comes and runs the trains all the time.
Okay.
Don't even hear people. All I hear is a train.
Okay.
Too funny. Yeah.
Does he do scenery?
Yeah, well, no, he doesn't.
No.
But there's potential here, isn't there?
Yeah, there's potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the Cato unit track, and this one here was the Kildonan short line.
Okay.
You know, Morgan Kearney, Larry and Suzanne Lemon. Larry Levins and Suzanne Lemon, they're the ones that, you know, graciously allow me to, you know, purchase this for a very good price. The whole module, the whole thing, altogether is 36 feet, but I couldn't incorporate that. All I have is 27 feet.
Okay.
So what we did was we screwed all the modules together, and we had to take out the track because the track was all chopped up because it's a module. And now we're going to put the Kildonan short line back on the tracks. We're going to put the track down. We got the cork ready. We're going to get the cork down, and then this is going to be my DC layout.
Okay.
The Cato one is DCC.
Okay.
This one is DC. So I have a variety of stuff for everybody.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Because if you're not into DCC, you'll have DC room.
Right, and we have the Cato. This is the traditional way to do with cork and track. So we're going to have people learning how to do the tracking and the wiring off of this one.
Okay.
On December 3rd, we're having, December 2nd on Monday, we're going to have Dave Pomeranski come here from the N-Scale magazine. He's a very well-renowned kit builder for buildings. So we're going to have a clinics here, so Monday night at 6:30. People can come. If they're not part of the membership, which is free for their members, they can just add a donation.
Okay.
And that's all. Yeah, we're going to have more and more of these clinics coming here.
Good. So people will have to check with you and see when these clinics occur.
Yeah, I have it on my Facebook. I'll always have an announcement on my Facebook.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Wonderful. That's
So we just started in September, so a lot of things are like raring to go.
Yep.
But I want it to be a modeling thing, so I want to see people can see it as it's growing, right?
Right. Yeah. Be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, this is wonderful.
Glad you like it.
Yeah. Well, it gives a little bit of variety to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know. The only thing missing is those scale, but that's something.
Those scale. Yeah. They insist.
We had, when the Suffrag Club was operational, we had the 3 scales, the M-E-O and the O scale.
There was suggestion for O scale here, but like you said, it does kind of take over.
Yeah. So, whenever the store's open, people can come down.
That's right.
$50 a year membership.
Yeah.
The rental offer. Come down, learn how to
Bring your trains. Yeah.
be a modeler.
That's my goal.
Yeah, this is great, and if you need anything, go upstairs and buy something.
You're on to me.
Once upon a train time, on a snowy Christmas Eve, the Scale family, Grandpa and Grandma O Scale, Mom and Dad O and H O Scale, the children N Scale, and their youngest newborn Z Scale, nestle around the Christmas tree in a little hobby shop. All the N Scale children laughing and giggling. Get on your track, little one, and be quiet, and I will tell you the story of Christmas. And don't wake up your baby brother Z-Scale, Mom says. Now the N-Scale children, all quiet and comfortably nestle, ask, "How did you meet Dad?" "Well, Burlington," she says, "many years ago as I was waiting behind that old station, big M630 stopped beside me, and with a double horn blow and a flash of its light, he told me, 'Aren't you looking sexy, my little RS3?' I blushed like a CN front end, and as they say, it was love at first whistle. Your dad, Big M, was always traveling to faraway destination, and I stay here making sure Big M was always ready for his travel and raising my little N baby. Right now your dad, O Scale, is all decked out and going from town to town, spreading the joy of Christmas." "What about Grandpa and Grandma?" "Well, Sue, your grandpa, a proud F1A, and grandma, a F1B, who always follow grandpa wherever he goes, now retire and living at the museum, like every year, are making their way to the North Pole." "Why are they going to the North Pole, Ma?" "Well, Union Pacific, they are going to help Great-Grandpa and Great-Grandma getting ready for the big Christmas trip." Suddenly, a little voice is raised, and Z-Scale asks, "What is the big Christmas trip, Ma?" Every year before Christmas, your great-grandpa, an old G-Scale 282 Mikado, with his grayish boiler and reddish cab, and still a lot of coal in the tender, along with G-Scale great-grandma, a shy old Shay who helps slowly, I might say, with all the other helper in the train barn. The Hessler and the Climax prepare all the gift for all the children of the planet. Quiet, children. Stay on your track. Let me finish the story. A couple hours prior midnight on Christmas Eve, Great-Grandpa blew his whistle a few times, and Great-Grandma did the same to wish him a great trip, and then he let out the steam and leave the train barn, with all the car in tow full of gift. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and on the rear, Rudolph the Caboose with his blinking red nose. And with the click and the clack slowly fading, Great-Grandpa lifted to the sky his light, making the star glow, and all along the way, dropping gift into chimney for the good kids, and lump of coal for the naughty. You could on a clear Christmas night see Great Grandpa going from chimney to chimney and place to place, just like the Northern Light dancing, and here is echo say, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Well, Peter, it sure was an interesting,
Very nice visit.
yes, a nice outing.
Lots of stuff to choose from.
Yes,
I even did a little Christmas shopping for myself.
there you go. And the fact is, is the little big hobby shop in Winnipeg.
That's right. Yes.
We have realized over the last 2 years
Yeah.
how much at that point can be done, in regard to the hobby here in Winnipeg.
Yes.
We did need that type of hobby shop. Now we have it.
We definitely needed the train hobby shop, and from our visit here, I know it's mostly trains, but there are other things for people that like military planes or commercial planes. So good variety of things.
Yeah, you
come
can
down
go
and
from-
have a look at.
Yeah, you can go from the already done
Yes.
to the scratch build, to
Scratch build, yes,
to the
yes.
kit bash, to parts, to whatever you need,
Yeah.
you have in here. And what I really noticed through the visit, if they do not have it, they order it for you.
Yes.
If it's broke, they repair it for you.
Tony is very good that way. He's installed decoders in some of my old steam engines and stuff, and I'm very happy with it. Like he said in the video, he's always open to listen to people coming in as to what they need or want, and
Well, it's proof to the point when you just look at the store. I remember coming in the early days of Frog and Diamond, and you compare that to today, definitely the guy did listen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we encourage our viewer, come on down.
stop down and have a look. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So in January, we'll be surprised. We'll probably be talking again about the CMR layout.
Yep.
Upstairs of our studio.
Yep.
And we encourage you to have a Merry Christmas,
Yes.
folks, and a Happy New Year's.
Happy modeling and a Merry Christmas.
Yes, and see you then in January.